Alright, Shalom. It's a brother Mayaka Allah from the GMS Tampa Bay camp. And first and foremost, I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BASHIM, YAHAWASHI, BASHIM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. And as it says in Habakkuk, the second chapter, at the end it shall speak and not lie. Alright, the RFID microchip being a mark of the beast is no longer tarrying. That prophecy, which is revealed to the Most High's servants, the prophets, okay, tells you that in Amos 3 and 7, all right, it's not lying and it's not tarrying anymore, all right, it's coming to pass, okay, and as time progresses and we get closer and closer to the end of this place, all right, it's going to be more and more evident that this is true, all right, this is truth, and this is what the prophets of the men of the Lord have been trying to warn you about from speaking of apostle on down. All right, the men of the Lord have been warning you of this time to come. All right, and it's now becoming a household conversation. All right, because this devil deals with progressivism. If that's a word. He slowly but surely pushes this upon you. So that it's a less of a revolt when this thing is in your face. Okay. He pretty much makes you docile and not be able to make proper judgment as far as dealing with things like this, because he takes away your ability to make critical thinking. Okay, he pretty much does the thinking for you, and he through his deception he lulls you to sleep, and something like this to you, to an unlearned man, seems harmless. Okay, and that's what the people of this world think it is. It's just a microchip implant. It's just a chip. It's just a chip. All right, but if you understand the scriptures, okay, it tells you in Revelation 14th chapter, any man that takes this chip shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, right? Meaning his righteous anger. Okay, it tells you in the law not to take chips. Okay, it tells you not to make cuttings in your flesh and or print any marks upon you. Okay, it tells you that Leviticus the 19th chapter. Okay, so and that's one of the things too. People ask, is this safe? Okay, as far as your health. And the short answer is obviously not. Okay, putting a device inside of your skin, your flesh, is not wise. Okay, it only is gonna give you infections and all type. And that's just talking carnally of what's gonna happen about this stupid chip people put in their hands. Okay, obviously the point is you're gonna get hit by a thermonuclear missile. If you take this chip, all right. But the whole thing about this chip, the only thing that people talk about, what's so good about it, is that it's convenient. Okay, this whole world, all it pushes is convenience, and it's just a bunch of folly entertainment. All right, you can open doors with your hand. Woohoo! Okay, it's like it doesn't make any sense. Okay, you weigh it in the balance. Okay, what is so great about this chip? All right, and it's absolutely nothing. All right, and all this is giving you a death ticket. Okay, but this devil is going to make this mandatory, because he is going to put his financial system in that chip. He's going to digitalize everything. This is what this devil wants to do. He wants to literally put everything into a computer so that he can become, the god of the earth. Okay, doing away with biology and putting everything into a computer. All right, joining man and machine. Okay, this is his dream. This is his thoughts. Okay, this is what Esau wants to do. All right, the crashing of the dollar is not going to be the end of America. Okay, just because the dollar crashes does not mean the country's going to crash. Okay, there's a reason why America is going to be destroyed, is because it's going to get hit by thermonuclear fire. All right, Esau wants to do away with the dollar so that he can digitalize everything, even digitalize your own brain, your mind. Okay, put everything into a computer, turn you into a cyborg. Okay, have everything up into like a hive mind, so that he can be controlling of your thoughts. Okay, fully. Okay, knowing exactly what you're thinking, what you're doing, where you are. All right, this is what Esau plans on doing. Okay, this chip is just the beginning of his plans. All right, and this is coming to pass. Okay, and that's what Scripture said: the Lord have not shown the days, no flesh should be saved. If it wasn't for the elect's sake, no flesh should be saved. That's why the days are being shortened, because if Esau had more time, he would destroy the entire earth. Okay, he will destroy all the Most High's creation. You have electronic owls, electronic squirrels, Everything would be digitalized, okay, and put into a simulated computer, all right, where he is the God, okay, knowing all your inward thoughts, okay, knowing everything, okay. This is what Esau plans on doing, all right. But if it wasn't for the mercy of YAHAWASHI and serving, reserving an elect, again, the whole entire earth would be consumed by this devil, okay, because all he can do is destroy, okay. So I'm gonna go in and I have a few articles, and as always, those wouldn't be edifying. So this is this article. One of the articles I have is the future of microchip implants in humans. As you can see right here, this is the chip, okay. That is the charagma. All right, charagma is that mark. All right, the stamp or imprinted mark. That's the charagma. All right, and the root word of charagma, all right, is charax. All right, and that's charax is the device that's going to be used to implant the device. All right, charax meaning a pail or stake. All right. So here, this is as the article, as technology evolves, devices continue to grow smaller and more compact. Electronic devices, once limited to the household, such as phones and computers, now can be carried around in our pockets. Okay, so this is what the conversations of these devils talk about. All right, we're already cyborgs. We're already, man and machine has already been joined together. Your phone is always on you. You always, because a phone and computer is pretty much the same thing nowadays. All right, so this is one of Esau's. This is one of Esau's philosophies. Okay, transhumanism. All right, but the mark is not a philosophy, it's the actual device of that philosophy, okay? From that philosophy, if I may say. Okay. The mark, the RFID microchip stems from Esau's philosophy. It's not one and the same, okay? The device is the mark, all right? But continuing, can now be carried around in our pockets. Now, for some people, the concept of portable and convenient technology has been taken a step further with microchip implants, okay? So a step further meaning a step Esau's already overstepped his boundaries, but this dude is he's like, it pretty much is that last step, okay? This is that last step for Esau to be destroyed, because this is pretty much the breaking point. All right, when this chip is made mandatory, then we're out of here. All right, and that's why the chip, all right, the mark is heavily pushed, because once that is made mandatory, that's when we're out of here. Okay, that's one of the last heaviest prophecies to be fulfilled. Okay, and then after that is going to be the nuclear missiles. All right, here's continuing. In Sweden, a country known for its technology innovations, thousands have already implanted microchips into their bodies. So this is already a reality. This is already happening. Okay, but it's on a small scale, because why? Because it's not made mandatory yet. All right. The Swedish firm Biohacks International, was founded 6 years ago by former professional body piercer Johan Osterlund, a bug out, and currently dominates this market. And that's not for long. Okay, because right now, it'll probably talk about it. At one of the articles, I know it talks about it. Right now it's an experiment, okay. But once it starts, once things start getting serious, this technology is going to be privatized, and this technology is being shown. This is just again an experiment phase. All right, the chip is just an experiment phase of Esau. Him and his new world order. Okay, digitalizing money, digitalizing medical information, things of that nature. All right, but once it becomes serious, these devils are gonna start privatizing this market. All right, because wherever money is, Esau's at. But right now it's just an experiment. Same with the digital currencies. Bitcoin. Okay, wherever Phoenix or whatever they're gonna call it. All right, there's already there's another one called Libra. All right. Now these big companies are taking part into it, MasterCard, PayPal, so on and so forth. All right, because this thing is starting to get serious. All right, because big money is involved in this. Okay, and these corporate companies, they understand the trends of the market, and they know the big picture, that the market that is set in place right now was not ever made to last. Okay, it was made to fall, it was made to crash, and that's where the stage we're at right now. But what is holding it together is Esau has his agenda. Okay, certain date he wants this to happen, a certain time he wants this to happen. Okay, so right now he's prolonging the dollar because he has to do certain checkpoints. He has to do certain things first. Okay, he has to be ultimately to sway public opinion. Okay, he wants to at least resistance as possible because he doesn't want to lose resources. He doesn't want to lose money. Okay, he has shit he has to do. Okay, so what he does is lull the people to sleep. He'll have something like a false flag. Okay, something that's gonna obviously be a catalyst to this thing being made mandatory. But ultimately, it's fear. All right, by fear, Esau is gonna make you take this because right now people know, it goes into that ethic conversation. Is this ethical? People still have that thought in their mind. Okay, but when they're in fear in the doubt of death, they're not going to be thinking critically like this. Okay, and they're not going to think about Revelations 13 and Revelations 14. Okay, they're going to be thinking about, I got to eat, I got to do this, I got to survive, I got to do this and that, not knowing that they're being set up to be destroyed. Okay, and the whole thing going back into convenience. Okay, they're trying to. Well, it's right here, Slakia. Continuing now, for some people, the concept of portable and convenient technology has been taken a step further with microchipping implants, which I just read. But convenience. That's all this devil can say about this chip is that it's convenient. All right, but it's a trap. It's a snare. Okay. These are the early birds. People that got the head start. It says thousands of people are already getting chipped. In other article I'm about to pull up, it said hundreds of thousands of people have already gotten chipped. So who knows how many people are chipped right now? Okay, and you can take it out. And whatever, you can move it in your toe. Okay, it doesn't matter. There's no repentance. Okay, once you've made that offense, you are set and marked for judgment. Okay, but going back to the point that it's convenient. Okay, if you have a heart attack, the doctors and no one's around to represent you, doctors will scan your hand. Oh, they need this and that or whatever. Blood types. I said a heart attack, but maybe diabetes. You need a blood transfusion, or your type blood, type A blood, type whatever the type bloods are. Okay, but all it can say is convenience because again, this is a snare. It tells you in Sirach the 14th chapter. All right, if he doeth good, he doeth it unwittingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. All right, this like in the movie, the antagonist, the evil. Whoever he be, evil, a mad scientist, a villain in whatever sense. Okay, he always sets forth his mastermind plan. Okay, this is my plan all along. I tricked everybody to do this so I can do this. Okay, this is what the scripture is telling you. Okay, and this is what the men of the Lord are telling you. Okay, at the last he will declare his wickedness. Okay, he has a sinister plot about all of this whole chip thing. Okay, it's not just so you can open your door and do stuff more quicker. All right, and that's just folly. Okay, all this world can entertainment. Okay, we're always around entertainment. Okay, ooh, ah, claps and snapping of fingers. All right, but again, this has nothing to do with you opening your door, and everything to do with slave control. Okay, going back into Karagma. All right. It's what is it? A badge of servitude. Okay, it is a brand. Esau is gonna brand his slaves because you're already a debt slave, but that's not enough to Esau. He wants to literally control your mind, body, soul, everything, your thoughts, where you're going, everything. It's not just enough with cameras on every corner. It's not enough with just microphones on everything. Okay, he wants to have full control over you. All right. And this is what this devil is planning, okay? But you people cannot get the big picture because you're not hearkening on to the servants of the Lord, being the prophets, okay? So that's why all of you your blood's going to be upon your own head, okay? But here, the Swedish firm, Bahax, these things are already around, all right? This is their argument. Having different cards and tokens verifying your identity to a bunch of different systems just doesn't make sense. Says this is the dude that the CEO, I guess, or whatever you want to call him, the owner of this company, Biohacks. Right? It doesn't make sense. So what doesn't make sense? All right. And it's just these people's conversations are so vain. Oh, you have so many cars. Oh, you shouldn't have cars in the first place. Okay, Oh my gosh, just continuing. He further adds that the chip implant can help streamline everyday tasks through enhanced connectivity. Again, this is the newer order, right there. Everybody being connected as one. All right, going back to it's the same thing. A Tower of Babel. All right, everybody speaking one language. Okay, you know, one government, one religion, one everything. Okay, but in wickedness, and that's the point. Okay. Um, Here in America, Three Square Market. The trend has been caught on the United States with Three Square Market. And these are just companies that are public. All right, there are plenty of private companies that are pushing these chips on a large scale. Okay, you don't think these elites bought a huge share of this company, okay, to finance this company. Okay, they said, ooh, and they're funding them, and they're probably printing them as I speak, these chips. Okay, because right now it's voluntary. All right, but pretty soon you're gonna have a gun pointed at you. All right, you take the chip, or either a gun or a guillotine, one or the other. Okay, because it says you shall be killed. Unless you have this chip. Okay. It says that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right. If you don't follow the ways of this world, you're gonna be killed. All right. And the image is the philosophies. All right. And the philosophies is one of the philosophies is transhumanism. All right. One of the philosophies of this damn world. All right. Okay. Beneficial technology or passing fat. All right. So again, going to the point, what is so good about this chip? Why is this? What is going on here? All right. It's already being talked. Look, 2000. Again, I'm gonna try to run through these articles. This is in June 2018, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, approved a fully implantable, what is that word? Continuous glucose monitoring system for adults with diabetes. Okay, so they're saying it's a medical device. This is one of many technical innovations in the medical industry. These technologies allow patients to gain better control over their health. How? How is implanting a metallic device in your fleshly skin healthy? All type of metals going inside of your body. And there's natural metal, natural things in your body, but piercing your skin, you're not supposed to be cutting your flesh. Again, I quoted Leviticus 19:28. You're not supposed to be making any cuts in your flesh because it's not healthy. Making an open wound and then putting a device in it so that one, it can't heal, and two, the actual live, was it because your body's biology is not made to have metal things inside of it. All right, and you're gonna cause all type of problems. Okay, and that's just talking carnally what's gonna happen. Okay, it's already talked about it's gonna give you cancer. But why did the FDA approve this? If this is told, it's cancerous. All right, because there's an agenda. All right, there's something going on here. All right, here a moral dilemma, a moral dilemma. All right, but there's gonna be no morals in this time we're coming into. There ain't gonna be no, oh, my neighbor, I grew up with him, such and such. He's my friend. I wouldn't do nothing to harm him. He has his daughter, his kids. He has a great, beautiful family. No, you can be like, I'm hungry. I got kids too, and I gotta eat. All right. There's not gonna be any morals. Okay. What did the Joker say? The people are only as good as the world allows them to be. All right. But when all hell breaks loose, there's not gonna be no morals. Okay. It's gonna be me or you. All right, by any means necessary. That's what these people are going to be doing. Okay, this is exactly what's going to happen. Okay, mass adoption. And why? Just rolling through this article. These articles, not trying to make this video too long, but hopping on to the point that the time is nigh, man. The time is nigh where this thing is going to be made mandatory. Okay, and this is the hour of temptation. All right, because again it says. That no man might buy or sell save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay, you're not gonna be able to be to function in society without this chip. Right? Without a dollar, you can't buy and you can't sell. Okay, so how are you gonna eat food? All right, how are you gonna sell your goods for a trade? All right, if you have a car, all right, you're trying to sell it for whatever food. All right. Let me. This is such and such dollars, but the dollar's not worth anything. No one's gonna be trading you for dollar bills. All right, it's gonna be chip transactions, digital currency transfers of money. You know, via digital transactions. Okay, it's gonna go from your credit card to your hand. Okay, a swipe of the hand is gonna open your door. It's gonna do everything. Okay, this is your license, everything. Okay, again, this goes back to slave control. All right, and this is an article I have on that. Okay, because it's already being talked about in the workplace. Okay, so um, again, we're very close. Okay, we're very close to the end because the RFID microchip being made mandatory is a heavy sign that we're almost out of here. Okay, and this is being talked about more and more and more and more. Okay, and it's not going to be to a point where people are going to be like, okay, they're not going to give in willingly. It's going to be, well, what's slocky? It's a slocky. It's a conscious thing they're going to do. They're going to give in willingly. Okay, that's the argumentation. But meaning, when it's made mandatory. Right now, it's not made mandatory, so it's like an option. Okay, it's going to be chip or die, pretty much. All right, and that's what people are going to give in. They're going to be given to their fears of the so-called white man being we saw Edom. Okay, because he's in power. All right, he has guns, he has this and that. Okay, so people are going to give in, not knowing that the return of our Lord is coming. Okay, with this chip being implemented, it means we're out of here. All right, because how long are we gonna survive? Okay, out here, in the wilderness. Okay, because again, we're gonna be cast out of society. Obviously, Lord can have manna being dropped by birds and things of that nature. All right, but it's gonna be a things are gonna speed up exponentially when this chip is made mandatory. Okay, so you're going into Esau's philosophies and these freaking demons. Okay, and there's a video, but I won't play it because I don't know if I'll get a strike or something. But here I guess this dude, one of the whoever named Winter, whatever, says she loves having her keys in her hand, but she does not mean holding. She does not mean holding them. She has actually had the door key implemented in her left hand in the form of a microchip. All right, so this is a reality. This is actually happening. Okay, this is in the news. Okay, what is this? October 6th. That's today. All right. If I'm not mistaken, today's October 6th. Yeah, that's today. All right. So here in her right hand, damn ads, what a joke. In her right hand, she has had another microchip implant that acts as her business card, but could also be used to store important medical information to use in case of an emergency. All right. The 31-year-old engineer also has a magnet in her one. This dude is bugged out. You got an LED implant in your too. What are you, a disco ball? But I guess this is the chick. Jesus. Like I said, Jesus. But yeah, that's probably what she worships. Goodness gracious. Winter is one of the growing number of people who call themselves transhumanists. Okay, this is one of Esau's philosophies. All right, joining man. The what is it? Oh, it's right here. Is a belief that humans can improve beyond their physical and mental limitations and upgrade their bodies. There's a movie called Upgrade. Their bodies by incorporating technology. Okay, again, joining man and machine. Okay, because they're not spiritual, they're carnal. All right, it says to be carnally minded is enmity with the Most High, meaning your enemy. All right, Winter had her first and change enhancement after a bad car crash a decade ago. All right, I don't need to read this. I guess, but here's what I want to get: the RFID chip, radio frequency identification. Come on. In her left hand, works on the lock in her house door in the same way as many workplace security cards operate. This means she does not have to carry keys and keep her hand free for her walking cane. Walking can is the last thing she needs to worry about. The NFC, which brothers also talk about, the near field communication chip in her right hand. So this bitch got chips on her right hand, left hand. Man, this is what happens when you lack wisdom. Okay, it says, "Here's wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast." Okay, obviously she does not have any understanding. All right. It is the same type of chip that allows phones and tablets to easily share data with each other. When it says, "I think," saying that you should not alter your body and should not change your body is very a bleak way to go about living. Okay, and this is these people's thoughts. Okay, you don't think this Most High is not going to avenge his soul in a place like this? Okay, look at this. Well, I don't want. Hey, even the phone don't want to zoom in on this dude. You know, it says the light. The eye is the light. You know, the light of the body. Okay, so this dude has no light in him. Okay, he's just a demon. But these are the people who run this world. These are the people that are in this world. Okay, that's why the Lord has to destroy this place. Okay, you know, and again, you know, I don't need to keep going through these articles, but you know, just going to the point that you know this is coming to pass, and all you scoffers, and you laughing and joking, all right, about trying to come against the apostles, all right, you're gonna be greatly confounded. And when this chip is right in front of you, what are you gonna do? Okay, you're saying it's a philosophy, all right, and you're gonna take that chip, all right, and the Lord is gonna destroy you. He's gonna melt you, all right. And everybody else who's under you or follows after you or believe or whatever. Okay, the Lord's going to destroy a lot of people because of their ignorance. All right. Here another article. Microchipping workers is just one way to watch staff. You know, again, Esau, he has everybody as debt slaves. So Esau has everybody working for him. Okay. So this all goes down. This all goes back to Esau in in scriptures. All right. Charagma. Okay, a brand, a badge of servitude. Okay, they want to monitor their slaves, all right, fully. Okay, so that everything they utter, they think, is going to be known. All right, every transaction, everything is going to be known by Esau. Okay, that's him trying to get back his birthright. Okay, he wants to be, he wants the blessing that he sold. All right, which he was never supposed to receive in the first place. Okay, here the article, microchipping workers is just one way to watch staff. It sounds like an episode of Black Mirror. You arrive at work one day and someone from HR inserts a microchip into your hand to monitor where you are at all times. Come on. While it may be an extreme example, workplace surveillance is becoming increasingly prevalent, according to business consultancy firm Gartner. Technology is making it more cost effective and easier to access employee data of all kinds. This is, oh my goodness. There are specific, look at this. What if we could digitalize our consciousness? You know, Esau wants to make biology digital. Okay, he wants to control the spirit. Okay, by measuring it by numbers. Okay, by ones and zeros. Okay, that's how you make things digital. You measure it by numbers. Okay, and this is what this devil wants to do. He wants to capture the spirit. There was a movie called Chappie. Okay, where the whole planet Esau, he wanted to capture your consciousness and put it into a computer that it could be numbered and controlled. All right, manipulated and transferred. All right, you can save it as like a data file. All right, so that you can never die. This is what Esau thinks to do with this technology. Okay. There are specific applications where organizations with flexible arrangements are using things that like tracking employee data, location data, so that employees are able to work from anywhere and their colleagues and peers can get a hold of them and communicate. Like, what? That's it. You know, what is so great about this? People are willingly going to take this chip, okay, because of their ignorance. All right. Again, I keep on going with these articles, but pretty much the point is being established. Okay, these things are going to be made mandatory. I already in Scotland in 2006 they made it law that microchipping your dog was required. All right, compulsory. All right, it's required by law that you have to microchip your dog. All right, if you don't, it's a fine. It's like $500. All right, you know, in the same year, which I'll probably do a video on this also. You know, in 2006, it was proposed in Scotland also that all newborn babies should be microchipped. Okay, at birth. It said within 1 hour of their birth, they're gonna implant their children, all right, with the chip, because there's no difference between a dog and a newborn baby to Esau. All right, all you are dollar signs. Okay, he don't look at you no different. Okay, and this is not nothing new. All right, this technology has been already around. All right, for a long time. Okay, but it's been refined, all right, and perfected. Okay, so that when it's made mandatory, it ain't gonna be no hiccups. All right, Esau is dead serious about his new world order. He's not playing. Okay, that's why it says when he's about to fill his belly, all right, the Most High is gonna cast a fury upon this dude. Okay, while he's eating, because Esau's eating right now. He's like, this shit good. I'm about to get new world order. I'm about to fulfill my destiny. Okay, Esau and his forefathers have been planning this for a long time. Okay, because he is his forefathers. All right, to take over the world. Okay, and officially rule the world with the sword. All right, fully come into his blessing, which he's not. It's not gonna happen. Okay, because he does not have his heritage is to be destroyed. Okay, but again, there's no difference between a dog and a newborn baby to Esau. Okay, he wants to chip you as soon as you be born. Okay, it's gonna be. It says gonna be put in the back of your neck. All right, and you'll keep it into your whatever. You're 12 years old, but the point is Esau is dead serious. Okay, so-called white man is dead serious about this, and again, you're gonna be everybody's gonna have to go through this. Right, you're gonna have to make a decision where you're gonna take the chip, or you're gonna fall into the hands of the Lord. Okay, it's like. That's why it says, "Bless your eyes, for they see," because, it's plain. I stutter because it's like, how simpler can you put it? I'm not the best teacher in the world, but I understand, that this is not the right way. Okay, scriptures warn you and tell you, but that's not enough for people. Okay, people. That's what scriptures say, they're gonna fall into the hands of their own devices. All right, but. It's prophecy these things will come to pass, okay? But I think this is the last article I had. This is another article, New York Times. A chip in my hand unlocks my house. Why does that scare people? This is Revelations 14 chapter. That's why it scares. It should scare you, all right? But people don't fear the Most High. That's why he's gonna come down so hard in this place, because that's what Scripture say. They're gonna learn after death by pain, okay? They're gonna learn to fear the Lord. All right, the hard way. Okay. Implant technology can change the world unless politicians give in to the hysteria against it. Okay, and these politicians are lobbied with money. All right, so there's no morale when it comes to politics. Money, 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 money makes the world go round. All right, and when the dollar collapses, the people are gonna be all for it. And it's gonna be martial law. It ain't gonna be no constitution, ethics, morale. All that's going to be out the window, because Esau is trying to fulfill his plans. All right. Over the past few decades, I'm going to close out on this article. And I'll read Revelation 16 chapter. Over the past few over the past few decades, it is days, which actually is shorter, probably seconds, because it's be not ignorant for one day unto the Lord, 1,000 years unto us. Over the past few decades, microchip implant technology has moved from science fiction to reality. Today, hundreds of thousands of people around the world have chips or electronic transmitters inside of them. All right, hundreds of thousands. Okay, and that's just the beginning. Millions and millions of people are going to take this chip. All right, and it's gonna be very, very soon. Okay, Esau is pumping them boys out right now as I speak. Okay, most are for medical reasons. That's why the FDA approved it. Like they say, it says this dude is so fucking slick. Like cochlear implants. I don't know what that is. To help the deaf hear. There was another video today. Apostle Gabar did. Help the limp dude walk. And he looks like a bug out or a weirdo. Okay, like the apostle said, a freak of nature. And it is a freak of nature. It's not natural. Okay, having metal attached to your body. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Okay. Uh, More recently, body modification enthusiasts and technophiles have been installing microchips in their bodies that do everything from start a car to send a message to make a payment in Bitcoin. To make a payment in Bitcoin, a digital currency. Okay, that's what the world's moving to. Okay, so Esau can have all the resources of the earth in his grips. Okay, because you cannot make any transaction unless you go through him. Because right now you can go to the corner store and, hey, I got 20 bones and you get this and that, whatever, But because Esau can't control that. He has it where if there's a cash register, you type it in, boom. Then that's how it's monitored. That's why at Walmart you got a cash register, so they can enter it in the dollar digitally into a system. But any side transactions like, oh, let me borrow 20, that's not monitored. Okay. So Esau wants it to where you can fully control everything. Okay. Here, the market for non-medical implant technology is virtually unregulated, despite the fact that thousands of people around the world get chipped and got chipped in the past 12 months. Okay. And that's where Esau is gonna step in. He's already involved in this, of course. Okay. But it says unregulated, so that means it has to be order. So that means big Esau got to step in and make laws about this. Okay. And that what he's going to do again is make it made mandatory. Okay, the benefits of this, yada yada, it will stabilize the market in America. Its economy will be rebooted. Okay, you just have to get this chip so that we can make America great again, type shit. All right. Continuing, that may be about to change. Over the past few years, calls to heavily regulate or even ban voluntary implants have grown increasingly loud. There's a place for regulating implants like any technology, but also need to separate the fear from the reality. Okay, so pretty much that's the point. Esau is going to make this mandatory. He's not playing no games. All right, and the Lord is planning all of this, pulling the strings, and it's very, very soon. We're almost going to be out of here because as this is being talked about, it's already been into works. All right, Esau just waiting for that time for him to play his chess piece, right? But as always, Lord's witness edifying. As always, want to give our praise to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, the one who see those an apostle, great millstone, peace and blessings, whole reflect Israel. Shalom.